Saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure we're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5.
Go! 60 Eagles.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. Show respect to, hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Scatteroo is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking.
And this ball is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Real quick. They be on their rap and pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Ready,
2
set.
first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Set. Cut.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Down. Striker. Block 40. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
38-yard line.
Come on. Set. 32. Watch out now. 52.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're an RB1, running back one, you got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This going to be returned from the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
It's not enough.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Can you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. You know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Rank 38. 6. Mega.
Love now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score 21. Giants 7.
Throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not the first time that a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big stadium country where any speed limits out there, and off he ran. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and the tie. Going on the west side, give a side rise. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't somebody to ride the killer vibe. I be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm the center vibe.
throws it away, and off it goes. Ooh, the juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape past the 30. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys at 4 and 3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The disaster there when you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
He's to the 15. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with their 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of the teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Nice move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
They'll look to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and
short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 13. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
33-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They go draw here. Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by a roller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
This is Lamb on the end around. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
First down, here's Scalaboo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An inside run with Scalaboo. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Cook up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm only working on.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but this time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Wide open receiver complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Back to throw here. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like when they were able to get the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A nice check play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 41 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
Let's go.
To throw now, here's Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Working out of the gun. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Down. Hut.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch out there.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this will...
This nigga sat there and watched the ball go past him.
Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 75. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Going after right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. At their own 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Cowboy 80.
They go again with Blue. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll take it in.
Ah! D-Wade to LeBron type shit. D-Wade to LeBron type shit.
Add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 45. Giants 35.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one. Maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Ready.
Glove. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
10 cycles.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 35. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way out to about the 35-yard line.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold down a herb. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. A gain of 14. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
God damn, what the Yeah. Yeah.
Red, 38. 22 meters.
To pass. Here's Jordan.
I know I can't do it. I know I can't do nothing until they call me back.
They'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Okay.
There's a short
You're right.
by Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And we will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Now the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come on, set.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Donovan Ezmaraku in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's out right at the 25. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Theo Johnson, 69 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Johnson might have gotten this one down to 28, and that's all. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, and obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time.
Niggas front running hard, dog.
So after the made field goal, back out is ready to kick this away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
My screen is 17-17. My bad.
First and 10.
Here we go. Watch it. Big. Yellow. 22.
Love looking looking to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of scrubbers all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's Love. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Giants first down.
One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
My bad.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. By the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.